This my two Satoshis. This my two Satoshis. Who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis? Yeah, this my two Satoshis. Yeah, it's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is Thursday, and I gotta give a shout out to my man Wired Sparks, a longtime premium member of mine, for the song request, Busta929 in Impura. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this one, but this is a joint which rocking out to. It sounds like it's from one of the countries in Africa, North Africa. Let me know in the comments below, Wired Sparks, where you found this guy, these two individuals. Pretty dope. I love music from all walks of life. As long as it has a rhythm, I'm jigging to it. All right. Hope you guys are doing well today. And again, welcome to another episode. Today, we are going to be looking at this NFT craze and frenzy. Is it slowing down? There may be some metrics that's showing us it possibly could be. This is out of CoinDesk. So that'll be one of the articles we'll take a look at today. Also, we've got a company that is starting another layer 2 solution for scaling Ethereum with no gas fees. It just seems like a whole bunch of confusion when it comes to which layer 2 you need to use, which one is going to be the one that's the go-to. At least with this one, the Immutable X team, they are partnering with OpenSea, so possibly that will give it more validity and faster adoption. So we'll take a look at this project and see what benefits they will have for you to use NFTs on the Ethereum network. The gas fees are out of control, and minting is just costing too much money nowadays. But at the same time, you got a base protocol initiative by Ethereum itself with the ETH 1559, I believe, which will reduce gas fees as well. It's just so many moving parts going on at the same time. I just feel like maybe there's no cohesion there. I don't know how it's going to pan out for Ethereum. I'm not as familiar with a lot of these layer 2 scaling solutions because in the EOSIO world, the scaling has already done it, the base layer. Okay, so I don't know, but I want to report on it, keep you guys up to date on what's going on over there in the Ethereum world. And then lastly, this is the major one I want to really highlight today, and I think is very important for us to look at because many people I see in this space just interacting with individuals, having conversations about cryptos, both online and in real life. I see a commonality that's going on, especially with the individuals coming into the space maybe this year or last year. But people are looking to become rich off of just literally buying and hodling cryptocurrencies. Now, I'm not saying that can't happen. There are definitely some gems out there at today's price and market cap where if you just hodl it, you just buy some and hold it and forget about it, you will make a big bag. However, with Bitcoin in particular, I think you may be past that point, and I still see a lot of people coming into the space thinking they're going to make millions of dollars with thousands of dollars invested, and I think they have the wrong approach. But this article from Business Insider from my guy Chamath Palihapitiya, which is a billionaire investor, he's an early adopter of cryptos, co-owner or part owner of the Golden State Warriors. He's got his hands in a lot of different stuff. Very, very smart individual. And I've been following him before I even knew he was really into Bitcoin. But he made a very, very keen and powerful statement about how he missed the opportunity with Coinbase when it comes to Bitcoin. He said basically in this article, and we'll take a look at it in detail, that he wished he would have invested more in the tech of Bitcoin and cryptos versus just buying Bitcoin outright. And I'm going to explain what I'm talking about, or what he's talking about. I know a few whales in this game that from the public, it looks like they're just Bitcoin hodlers. They just have a lot of Bitcoin. They only think about Bitcoin. But in actuality, if you look at their portfolios, they actually are invested in companies that are in Bitcoin. That's where the real power is, guys. I'm just being honest with you. So I think you should start taking that approach and that mentality as well. So we'll take a look at this article out of Business Insider, and I'll give you my 2 Satoshis on all of that today. All 3 articles coming up on today's episode of My 2 Satoshis. Before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. And I know I've been giving you guys spoilers on the new collaboration I have going on with Moon Lambo. That will be launching next week, season 1 of the Crypto Speedsters. But I do have currently listed on Atomic Hub many of my season 1 Roll the Dice NFTs as well. Check those out. I will be doing an airdrop for my members on YouTube. So if you want to take advantage of that, become a member, and I'll give you details on how to access the airdrop for those. But yes, the Roll the Dice NFT series season 1 is still available. I have one more coin that will be represented in season 1. I'll be dropping that maybe next week as well. But definitely check out what we have now: Ethereum, Bitcoin, Doge, Litecoin, EOS, of course, and Monero. I've got one more dropping next week. I'll do it. But yeah, check out what we have right now. The Dogecoin ones are doing very well. EOS is doing well. And I had some great supporters buy a few of those Bitcoin ones. There are only 21 of those, so they're going to be a little bit more exclusive. But again, check it out. Link in the description below. And tomorrow I will be doing a review of Exfinite. I think this is a very interesting blockchain right here because they're really heavily targeting the India marketplace. So wow, you know, that's the second biggest country in regards to population. So this is going to be an interesting one to check out, guys. I'll be doing a review on this tomorrow. Exfinite.io, and they have their first DApp already launched, and it's live now. It's already on Google Play and Apple Store as well, so check those out. And interestingly enough, this is a token that is launching on the Algorand platform. I was a very huge fan of Algorand back when they launched. I haven't followed it as much, but great to see this platform roll out on here. I'll give more details on that tomorrow. Let's take a look at the technicals. We're starting to see a move to test the backside of this trend line, guys, and it's going to be very critical that we get back above 59,000. You can might as well at this point say $60,000 Bitcoin. If we can get back above there and trade maybe 6 hours or so above this turquoise trend line, we may have a chance to change the trajectory of what I personally see forming as a head and shoulders, as I talked about yesterday. If I draw another pivot point for trend lines out right here, and I'll change the color to yellow so we can differentiate here. But as you guys see, we are forming a new outer trend line, and so this could be a new area for us to watch. As far as if price breaks back below here, then we're definitely heading lower to 49,000. But we're kind of in limbo at this point. We'll have to see how things pan out. And with that bounce off that newly drawn trend line, we are seeing green days, green blocks on Coin360 today. Bitcoin is up 3%. Ethereum is up 3.9%. But look at Binance. This thing is going crazy, guys. I totally got out of this coin too early. Hindsight is 2020, of course. Binance at 419 bucks, up 11% just today. XRP is up 10%. They've got some positive headlines circulating around. They're getting the judge to look at the filings and research done for the decision that the SEC made in regards to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So people are thinking this is a very positive move for XRP. Theta is up big today, up 7.5%. A lot of these coins are in the deep green, so heavy reversals to the upside for many of these altcoins. So that's good. Portfolio is looking good as a result of that. I'm sure yours is too if you have an alt heavy portfolio. But let's take a look at this first article, and it is regarding these NFT prices falling. So it looks like recently the token prices and trading volumes have declined, raising the question on whether the NFT frenzy can be sustained, according to a website tracking this corner of the cryptocurrency world. And it is from this website called nonfungible.com. It's interesting because I was literally just talking to a friend earlier today about another website that tracks NFTs in an aggregated way, which was CryptoSlam. But CryptoSlam, instead of just focusing on Ethereum like that's the only world that NFTs exist in, they track all platforms, all blockchains, whether it's Ethereum, Flow, which is the NBA Top Shot platform, Wax. And as you guys can see, the top 20 NFT products for sale are pretty much dominated by Wax. I mean, number 6, Alien Worlds, it has done $970,000 worth of sales in 7 days. But if you zoom out to all time, you can see where the rankings are, as Ethereum is taken up pretty much, with the exception of Flow, which is an iteration of EOS.io. Other than that, spaces 2 through 9, or 10 I should say, are all Ethereum. But after that, you see 11. All these are yellow dots. That is the Wax blockchain. Overall, that's like all-time lifetime stats. As you drill down though, 30 days, 7 days, and 24 hours, you start to see wax really accumulate and take up those spots. So that shows you the trend overall is that more and more volume and sales are happening on the wax blockchain. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the nonfungible.com one, and they're basically saying that average prices of NFTs peaked at around 4,000 in mid-February, and since then record sales continue to follow, averaging around 1,500. Now the volume on NFT sales has also declined from its peak of 80,000 in early March to around 40,000, which is, as you guys know, half that as of March 29th. Volume tends to lag price, which could be explained by the growing interest of new buyers following record sales. However, one caveat to that is that NFT average values tend to fluctuate over time, according to data from nonfungible.com going back to May of 2020. The slowdown could calm what some experts have described as an NFT frenzy and bring inflated values to more reasonable levels. After all, market stability is important for professional investors who view long-term potential in NFTs. Yeah, it's just going to be kind of hard to quantify at such an early stage where prices should be with NFTs. If we look at this chart here, average prices have come down greatly since the peak in February of 2021, and we're slowly, the prices have come down greatly, but the volume is starting to increase. All right, so we did have a cross of volume increasing higher than price. And I would just say, there are two different types of players in the NFT market: those that are speculating and those who are collecting just because they like the art that these various artists or companies are putting out. So you have to pretty much separate those two types of NFT buyers, and the latter doesn't really care about price or where price is going to go in the future. 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to be selling anytime soon or even ever. All right, they're buying because they literally like the art that that particular person is putting out, and they want to support that person. The investor is another subject, another whole beast that you got to watch these trends carefully so that you don't get burned. It's not exactly like the ICO game, though. I will say that, because ICOs, they promised a service before they were even established and had anything done, just a website and a white paper, and you're buying this token in hopes that they build some type of ecosystem to make the value of that token justifiable. With NFTs, it's totally different. The justification of the price is really up to the market and up to you. So kind of a different market or way to look at it. I don't see this as 2017 ICO boom. Definitely not. But you still want to be careful if you're going into this as a speculator. You got to do your research. And I would say, to protect yourself in the best way, you would want to invest in names that have some real world weight. That's what I would say with that. Let me know in the comments below, though. Are you looking at Wax? As I just stated, Crypto Slam kind of shows you how dominant the Wax blockchain is when it comes to NFT products and series. And speaking of NFTs and the absurdity of it, well, at least on Ethereum, we've got a lot of talk about NFTs and the cost of them to mint an NFT. Mint meaning create an NFT on the Ethereum blockchain. Of course, that uses and needs gas to create that. Well, Immutable X is looking to change that with a layer 2 protocol that promises fast, gas-free transactions. All right, and it has gone live with the Immutable's God Unchained blockchain card game. The protocol allows for gas-free transactions with the potential for more than 9,000 transactions per second. The market for NFTs caught fire within the last few months, of course, with digital art collectors and gamers pouring hundreds of millions of dollars into blockchain-based digital collectibles. But the exorbitant costs associated with creating, that's minting, and transferring NFTs on Ethereum, the network on which most of the NFT action happens, have threatened to slow the market's growth. But this company, Immutable, out of Australia, is trying to change that. The company has developed a layer 2 solution for Ethereum called Immutable X. It launched today and aims to enable larger scale processing of transactions for crypto collectibles. And the main thing here that I want to show is that they have a partnership with OpenSea. This was a tweet that OpenSea put out on March 31st, saying that Immutable X is coming to OpenSea. We're excited to announce OpenSea will soon support the trading of NFTs on their gas-free layer protocol built directly on Ethereum. All right, projects that have already committed to using Immutable X include NFT marketplaces like OpenSea and Mintable, as well as the developers of such Ethereum-driven games as Guild of Gardens and Illuvium. Japanese developer Double Jump is another such team that will use Immutable X to solve scaling issues. And you may ask, what sets Immutable X apart? Well, according to Immutable, is that their layer 2 blockchain is fully decentralized and built on top of Ethereum and offers the same level of security and interoperability as Ethereum. Plus, users maintain custody over their assets. Your average blockchain game player or NFT collector might not see a difference on the surface, but Immutable suggests that it's a vital differentiator. For them, it isn't just about the tech. The security of this future world should not be owned by large corporations, owned by venture capitalists, owned by government, or by one individual. I like to hear that. It has to live on something truly decentralized, owned by the world. That's why they've chosen to scale Ethereum rather than move to a sidechain like Matic or move to a VC-owned centralized blockchain. I like to hear that. Maybe some promise in this. I mean, OpenSea is using it, so that's going to give them a lot of leverage and a lot of traction right there in itself. So check out OpenSea, use it, and I'll have to go over there and use it myself and see what's going on with this layer 2 initiative. It's good to see stuff like that happen and have that mindset that, hey, we don't want governments or private companies owning these scalable layer 2 or side chains. We need something like Immutable X definitely to help out Ethereum, because it needs the help for sure. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about today, which is really critical for you to understand, and friends of yours and families that are interested in getting into Bitcoin and cryptos in general, is the fact that if you guys really want to have a exponential, life-changing experience from a financial standpoint in blockchain and in crypto, you need to be investing in or creating your own crypto business. And this is one thing that Chamath pointed out. He totally missed, quote unquote, investing in Coinbase because he didn't recognize the value in owning Bitcoin as well as the companies based on it. That is so critical. In a series of tweets, billionaire investor said that he opted to buy Bitcoin rather than a piece of the cryptocurrency exchange. He said, my logic was that there was better convexity in Bitcoin itself, the Social Capital CEO said. However, he got really lucky because years earlier he invested as a limited partner with an investor who owns a big chunk of Coinbase. So he has ownership of Coinbase indirectly. In his tweets, Chamath recommended owning both Bitcoin and the companies based on it. The right decision then was to invest in neither or invest in both. And as you guys know, Coinbase is set to directly list on the NASDAQ index on April 14th. Its initial valuation is yet to be confirmed, but the company said in March that it had a valuation of around $68 billion. The cryptocurrency exchange updated the market earlier this week and reported that total revenue was $1.8 billion as trading volume surged to an estimated $335 billion, up from $89 billion in the preceding quarter. That is insane. What does this mean? So this means there's more value for you as an investor to buy and invest in. Maybe it's some type of DeFi token that represents a DAO. I don't know how you want to go about it, but look into not just owning Bitcoin, because the real growth is going to be owning companies or pieces of a DAO or a company, if you can, some token that represents a DAO, a decentralized organization, autonomous organization. But own or create and start your own Bitcoin crypto business versus just hodling, because again, that is not going to give you that exponential growth that you're looking for. Many of you are looking for, in my opinion. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think buying Bitcoin is the best route, or buying companies that operate in Bitcoin or cryptos? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your opinion on that and your 2 Satoshis on it, and I'll try to respond if I see something very interesting down there. But again, I'm going to be doing an airdrop for my YouTube members, those who are actual members of my YouTube channel, and you'll be able to get more information on how to join and what level you want to join at by clicking the join button on my channel. And I'm going to do some type of tiered system where airdropping to the various levels just to give reward for those who are higher up in the membership levels. But everyone who's a member will get an airdrop from Crypto Blood very soon. So I just got to logistically figure out how I want to do this, and I'll get with you guys in the next coming weeks regarding that. Shout out again to my man Wire Sparks for the song request, Busta929 and Mirpura. Thanks for the song request, Wire Sparks. He's a longtime supporter and premium member as well. You see that holla tag by his name. If you found this video informative, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here. Holla!